Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 5. And I apologize for the late upload. I have been very busy. It's just a day late, so it won't really matter that much. But I really wanted to upload this to YouTube, and I wanted to make the review on this because this is a very special episode. And that is because it's the 100th episode for Supergirl. So with that being said, I will be reviewing Supergirl Season 5 Episode 13, aka the 100th episode. Now, because it's the 100th episode, it only makes sense if I give you guys a backstory on my Supergirl history. So, I was actually an OG watcher, unlike my favorite shows, Arrow and Flash, where I ended up watching it later. This, I was actually an OG watcher. Season 1, it was just decent in my opinion. It was nothing that cool, but as the seasons kept progressing, it got better and better. And when it got to season 3, it was like a wow. And season 4, like, the start sucked. It was so bad. But then when they introduced Lex Luthor, I was just like, wow. And then season 5, 50-50. Okay, so did I like this episode? Well, this is what you guys will find out in this video. Now, before I do the review, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so this episode starts off with Mr. Mxyzptlk, and I think that's how you pronounce it, Mr. Mxyzptlk. It's hard to pronounce because it's just very hard, but I'm still learning, guys. But essentially, he's there because he offers Kara for some do-over due to him not being able to use his powers properly. So he needs to help out everyone who he has wronged. Supergirl, Kara, aka Supergirl, is the last of them. So obviously Kara wants Lena to forgive her. So Mr. Mxyzptlk shows the alternate reality when she tells Lena that she was Supergirl earlier on, so during season 4, but it doesn't end up well. Now, they didn't do a good job at all with the makeup and stuff because Melissa's wig, you can easily tell that that's a wig. It's so goddamn obvious, and it just looked really off as well. But obviously Lena feels betrayed. I don't know why, but she does. We then see Lena end up going to Metropolis to see Sam, and we get her returning as well, which was awesome. Come on, I hope we see her as Rain, because Rain was such a badass villain in my opinion. But then she finds out who Supergirl is as well. So then this leads to Kara getting infected by kryptonite due to that gas that Ben Lockwood released last season. In the real timeline, it was Lena who saves her, but because of Lena ending up in Metropolis in this alternate timeline, things don't go as planned, because now Kara dies, because how is Lena gonna get from Metropolis to National City that fast? So then Kara's like, oh no, we need to go to a moment before. So they travel to a time. So Mxyzptlk shows an alternate timeline when Kara, as Supergirl, doesn't trust Lena's method. So that's in season 3. And once again, that wig looked horrible. So Kara then tells Lena that she was Supergirl. Then, again, things don't go as planned. But then we go on to Kara and Mon-El. And then we find out that Mon-El never left, and he gives some advice to Kara about Lena. Now, I would like to say I never really hated Mon-El that much. I would have loved it for him to have more screen time for this episode, but they still did a great job in including Mon-El. Now, he has become a lot wiser, and you could tell that. In my opinion, this scene made Mon-El improve a bit. I can't say a lot because we've only seen him for 2 scenes and barely that much dialogue, but it was good seeing Mon-El back. But then Rain returns, and she was just awesome. She's the second best villain after Lex Luthor in Supergirl, but she attacks Kara and Mon-El. But then Lena appears in this new alternate timeline and pins down Rain. But then Rain kills Monel and Lena, and in that dark, I just loved seeing Rain's heat vision. It looked so good, and now hers is red as well, not blue like Kara's. But the red heat vision looked so goddamn sick like, during the dark. But then Kara goes even before to when Kara and Lena were friends, and Kara reveals that she's Supergirl, and then things end up in a good start. So we get these like Daily Planet news on like Kara and Supergirl and Lena Luthor doing some stuff together, and we had Mr. Mixospitalik doing these like announcements as well, which was funny. Now Lena and Kara are now really good friends. So like nothing like betrayals or stuff like that has ever happened. And then this leads to some like court case with Lena testifying against like Lillian or something, and she pleads the fifth so she doesn't reveal Supergirl's identity. And then this ends up with Ben Lockwood going up to Lena, and we find out that his family died due to Supergirl not saving them. So obviously he wants revenge, so he kidnaps Supergirl's partner in crime in this alternate reality, Lena Luthor. Now because of this, Kara is forced to reveal her identity in return for Lena, and that is exactly what she does. And when she reveals it, when she's like, I am also someone else, I am Supergirl, it was so cringy, I'm not gonna lie. I did not like the way they handled that part. It felt like she was like doing an intro. But then this ended up well so far for Kara, and then she talks to Mr. Mixospitalik, and she's like, you know what, like I've been scared revealing my identity, and now look, me and Lena are friends now, so I think this one could be the one. But then Mr. Mixospitalik reveals what happens next, and that is the Children of Liberty killing all of Kara's loved ones. And Kara's like, oh, okay, no, never mind. So we are back to the actual Kara in her 2020 house and whatever. But this ends up with Kara and Mixie ending up in the reality of where Lena and Kara never becoming friends after the Ben Lockwood one. So then Kara's apartment is destroyed, and this was probably the best parts of this whole episode. So they get jumped by Lexo robots, in which Nia, aka Dreamer, ends up saving Kara and Mr. Mixospitalik from the Lexo robots. This then leads to them ending up in the tower, and so we see Monel and Win again, which was nice. But I really like the interaction between Mixie and Monel when they shake hands, and we get like previous events mentioned from season 2. So he's like, oh, you tried to get Kara to marry you, didn't you? It was just funny. But then we find out that Lena is a full-on villain for this, and the villain role really suits her. And then we have Rain break into the tower, and she attacks Team Supergirl because she needs to kill Mr. Mixospitalik because of the fifth dimension energy that's preventing Lena from pursuing her plans. And we then have these cool fight scenes between various characters. Jean defeats Rain with that staff, I forgot what it was called, and then Kara faces off evil Lena, and we find out that she had become Metallo. So Lena attacks Kara with the kryptonite. But after Monel finds the hat, was it Monel or Win? It was one of them. They find the hat, so Mr. Mixospitalik could tap into the fifth dimension again, so they're back to normal reality. So then Kara decides not to do anything because like everything she alters, it ends up bad with Lena. But then the ending for this episode, Kara goes to confront Lena, and she says that she will stop her from doing whatever she's planning, just like she does a normal villain. So now this is a change to Kara. Now she's done blaming herself for what she's done. Now she will just try and stop Lena, which I liked. Now, I was kind of disappointed that Season 1 and Season 2 characters did not come back, but they did obviously do the best that they could. Now, overall, this episode was decent. It certainly isn't the best 100th episode. The best in my opinion, was still The Flashes. That one was just amazing. But then second place is Arrows, and this one is the worst one so far. Like when I say worst, like it's not bad, like it's still good, but like it's not like it's the worst out of the three so far, but it's still good, and I will give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of this episode, and I will see you guys in my next video.